I mean, not to be funny, but I'm just being honest because I think that's the reason why our channel is called Unadulterated. I'm just keeping it real.
Mhm.
This, if you think dating apps are all bad, let me just give you a clue real quick. The same creep that you say that's on the dating app is the same creep that's on aisle number 5 in Walmart.
Man, where are you talking about? The same creep that's on a dating app is the same creep you dated way back. So chill.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
and we could call them out. You know, the same people that you interact with on a daily basis. Like it could be your family members, your brothers, your siblings or whoever, your friends. They on the dating apps, man. Cut it out. Hey guys, welcome back. We're coming with another video of Unadulterated, Our Truth. And tonight we're going to be talking about dating in 2020. Teddy, tell us a little about it.
dating in 2020, man, I think it's a mess, man. Well, first of all, I think that dating period is a mess, but 2020 has been rough. What you think about it? I
As
mean,
far as what do I think about the idea of dating in 2020 or in this kind of
no,
era?
I mean in general, because you know, I'm sure you've been on the dating scene in the past. So, what was your experiences as far as dating in the past?
Mm. In the past, dating, oh my gosh, I think it's really hard because
Mm-hmm.
you just meeting new people. Not like number one, if you're not a people person, it's kind of hard. And it's really good now that you can use like dating apps to kind of get your feet wet if you wanted to, which I don't use, but I'm saying like that's a good alternative if you're really shy. But then again, it's like you trade that for sometimes the quality of people that you meet, which is a whole nother story. But um, I think it could be fun. I definitely think it can be fun if you come across the right people, and but sometimes it's like a needle in a haystack.
So, you think that dating apps is a good idea or a bad idea? What would you think?
No, dating apps makes it easier for people who are not people person or people who are not like or what do they call themselves, introverts. It makes it easier
Okay.
for those types of people, but sometimes, like I said, you're trading that for the quality of person that you're meeting because you don't really have the opportunity to vet them. You only have what they're feeding you. So if that's a filter, or if that's a lie, if that's I don't have no kids, I got kids type of thing, you never know until you already kind of pretty much engaged.
Yeah, I feel you. As far as dating apps, I would say that I think that dating apps does open the door for you to have opportunities that you might not have had in the past. But just like anything else, it comes with its level of BS at the same time, man. Because with my own experience, I've been on dating apps many times in the past and in my current life, and it's like it it's a double-edged sword.
So okay, when you date, like, do you date with a mask on? I'm saying like you meet the person on the app. Maybe you go out. Do you put the mask on, or how does that work?
Oh, so you talking about 2020? I mean, with 20, well, I mean, as far as 2020, I haven't really been going on a whole lot of dates because I mean, first of all, you got the social distancing thing, and most places are closed, so you got to be careful about going out different places and meeting new people. So, I mean, as far as 2020 is concerned, like dating has been really, 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 really rough. But to me, it just adds to what's already been rough altogether to begin with. Like dating has been not something that's been very easy to do. Maybe back in the day, but just my experience, dating has been very tough.
So how do you like? I'm just trying to say, if you meet somebody on social media, not on social media, but like the dating app.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is different because you can kind of look into their world. If you're
Yeah.
like on Facebook or something or Instagram, you can see a little bit deeper. But if you meet them on the app, like how do you like? vet that person, or are you just winging it, or like do
I
you
mean,
trust whatever they say and just go ahead and meet them, or?
you just winging it because I mean, at the end of the day, you have to go pretty much based on what they're trying to present, or it's almost like a show, or what they're trying to present, um, parts of their life that they want to be open about, but at the same time, they're pretty much painting this picture that they want you to see, but that might not be so true at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's the iffy part. It's like, and then you don't know until you're like months down the line. And it's like, I think that just kind of, some people can pretty much sour your taste on dating because there's just so many lies. There's so much like deception.
I mean, it's lies, period. Because I mean, you can meet somebody in Walmart today, and they can tell you a million things about themselves, but that doesn't mean it's true. I mean, you got to really take the time. That's why me personally, I don't agree with people getting into relationships and dating people like really, really, really fast. Like I think you should take your time and get to know somebody so that you can really see, what they have to offer.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How do you, when you say get to know them, how are you going about getting to know them?
I mean, just time. Like time tells everything. Because I mean, even if a person is lying to you, eventually the truth is gonna come out eventually. I know a lot of people don't want to waste their time. I know a lot of people say they want to know the truth up front, but the only way for you to really get to know a person is to take the time to get to know them within time. Because even if they can talk a good game, it's only going to be but so long before things are going to be exposed and you're going to see the truth, whether it be in their actions or stuff like that. And that's how you really get to know a person.
Yeah, because really, you can just end up marrying a person and you still not know the person. So with that said,
Absolutely.
it's like, I don't know, it's a thin line for me because, that's not something I necessarily would like to delve into because of all of the what ifs and all that stuff. So that's what probably a lot of people are kind of faced with the decision whether or not they want to, because they've been kind of burnt on that with lies and stuff, if they want to
Yeah.
go forward in dating, or are they just living this lonely life, with no prospects, or, like, either way, it kind of sucks.
Well, again, and I'm not trying to backtrack, but that goes back to our first video of whether you like you. If you like yourself, you can actually take the time to say, well, I like myself enough that I don't mind taking the time to be single and I don't need to jump into another relationship so fast. See, if you don't like yourself, you'll actually put yourself in a situation where it's like, I have a void in my life and I'm looking for somebody to fill that void. And it's like you kind of put yourself in a situation where it's like, okay, I'll accept lower than I deserve just to fill that void. But
Mm-hmm.
if you really like yourself, you'll really take the time and say, okay, I can go on a date with this person over here. And okay, I enjoy the way we do certain things over here, but I see the red flags. So I'm not going to ignore the red flags. So you enjoy that moment. You might take that moment to enjoy it, but it's like you may not jump so far into it as far as a serious relationship or marriage because you see the signs and you're not going to jump out the window.
Mm-hmm.
But if you think so low in yourself, you'll jump so quick and say, I need to be with a person just for the sake of being with somebody because I just need a void to fill.
Mm-hmm. And then that's where you gotta set yourself up for a mess because it's like, you really don't know what you're getting there. Like, you don't know what
That's
you're getting. So that's what I want to know is from you, like, what should the man do? Like, as far as dating on a date, or what do you feel like when you go out with a woman? What do you feel like you should do? Or
I
do you
mean,
feel like you should go above and beyond, or should you just be like, what do you do? Do
it's
you
so
pay?
hard.
Should you pay, or what? Do you let her pay if she wants to pay? Or what is it?
It's so hard because times have changed, man. I mean, we could get to the whole point of whether a man should pay and all that stuff, but I mean, personally, I consider myself an old school guy, so definitely the first date I would want to pay. But it's like we are in 2020, so a lot of women are independent, so they might be in a different position that a guy is in. And I've been in situations where a female wanted to, show they love and take the guy out or treat the guy, but that's also where pride comes in, and it's like, well, do I feel like less of a man because the woman paid for the date? And I just feel like we're in a different time where it's like, I mean, you can't get stuck on stuff like that.
Stuck on like it should be one way that things are done. You mean like you should be flexible and if she wants to pay, maybe not be so prideful and let her pay, but definitely not expect her to pay.
No, absolutely no, no, no. I mean, if you a man, you got to have yourself together. Like if
Why are you dating if you ain't got like what is you doing out here?
exactly, like I'm not trying to be mean, but if you can't afford to take a young lady out on a date, you shouldn't be on a date.
And I think the same thing if you're going to meet a man on a date, you should be able to afford your gas money or whatever it is gonna take for you to get there. Or what I'm saying, like don't pull up on E on some other stuff like
I mean,
so,
yeah.
and also, you should have your home life situated. I mean, relationships are great, but they have their place, you know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be that I'm seeking these relationships when I don't have my stuff together.
And I'm at the point of my life where I feel like dating and as far as relationship, you shouldn't be just looking for somebody just to keep you company. It's like, both of us, we're in our 30s.
Mm-hmm.
We really we closing on of that 40 number. And
That
this
was
goes,
you.
hmm?
I mean, that who you?
You ain't that far from 40. Don't trip, don't play
I'm
me
like
right now.
not even.
Like,
Couldn't even, you couldn't
yo,
even
you,
round my
yo,
age to 40. Like cut it out.
yo,
You round
yo,
me
you,
down to 30.
no, no, no. You
Yeah.
really tried to play me right now and try to
No,
leave me
you
by
did that.
myself.
You tried to say I was.
Yo, you not that far from Floyd. I'm closer to 40 than you, but you
You
ain't that
round
far.
up. I round down.
Hey, listen, at the end of the day, we mature individuals, and I feel like when you get to a certain place in your life, dating shouldn't be just about whether you just having a good time with a person.
Mm-hmm.
This person, you supposed to, and of course you're not gonna see this the first date, but you're supposed to look at a person and say, okay, this person brings value to my life. Like this person can help me with my dream. This person can help me with my goals. This person, or if you don't even want to take it to a selfish level, you can even look at their goals, because I feel like a relationship is about a helpmate.
Mm-hmm.
So you can help that individual to get to the place where they're trying to be. And it's not just about having a good time or whether this
Yeah.
person is pretty, or if they, and I'm not trying to be vulgar, but I'm just keeping it real, whether they got a banging body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they're attractive, but that's all fine. Well, you can date people that you're attracted to, no problem. But I think that the end game is for you guys to be like-minded, and it's different. In your 20s or even as a teenager, you just having fun. You know what I'm saying, and that's okay too. But when you come of age, it's like you realize that, oh, I wasted a lot of time with this person or that person, and we weren't even on the same tip. Like we didn't even have the same mindset. Like
Exactly.
the whole thing was out. Your camera went out.
You got me?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, like we didn't even have the same mindset, so not the same goals or a lot of things we didn't have in common. And it's like when you look back at that, it's like, dang, I wasted my time.
Exactly. And I'm glad you mentioned, well, the whole subject is talking about dating in 2020. And I think a lot of people is online dating.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally, even though online dating has this crazy stuff, but I mean, it's part of technology. And I'm not trying to go on a whole rant right now, but I know, people might be watching this. They know that you're a Christian. I'm a Christian, even though we have our moments. I admit I'm ratchet as hell, but I had a moment where I did watch somebody who was on the pulpit and they mentioned how they didn't agree with people dating on dating websites because they felt like that was a way of not following God, which to
Not like
me,
not trusting God or something.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So for me, I didn't agree with that person, and that again goes back to what we talked about in the previous video talking about religion. Is it dying? I really do feel like religion is dying because that statement that that particular person made to me was a religious statement. I mean, we live in a life where life is progressing. We have technology. I mean, you can go on your app, you can check your bank account, you can do all kinds of stuff. I even know friends who have apps on their phone where they can check their house, see videos of their house, see cameras on their house. This is just where life is going. So for a person to say that um, you can't go on a dating website and meet somebody, to me, I don't totally agree with that. It's just a tool. Just
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah, I
you
mean,
get
technology's progressed, and so with that said, I mean, that's a matter of opinion. But I think when you say about religion and stuff, religion to me just represents parameters or stipulations or a box of rules that you
yeah,
have to abide by in order to be Christian or to be of whatever faith. This
exactly.
is the religion that you got to be sure, or these things you follow. That's in any faith that they have a religion that likely is dying because the generation now. I mean, it's just progressing. Like this is life. Like get a hold of things and recognize that things are changing. Like, and
Hmm.
so now we should be encouraging youth or people my age or younger. You know, dating apps are normal. MySpace was way back. People been talking to folks online. Like it's not unheard of. What was that? Black Planet? Was
Oh
it?
yeah, yeah. Oh, you took it way
Listen,
back. Dang, Black Planet.
listen. That's what I'm
Wow.
saying. It's been going on
Yeah,
way back.
yeah.
Ain't nobody new to that.
But the way I look at it is this: dating apps is nothing but a tool. You got if you go in your toolbox right now, you got a hammer, right?
Hmm.
That same hammer could use to build a house, but at the same time, in somebody else's hand, it could be used in demolition to tear down the house. So it just depends on how you use it. If you go on a dating site just to meet women or to meet men just to uh, have a good time, it just depends on where the tool or who's using it.
And you be mindful of and be safe. You don't know. I've seen where people, went on a date that they met somebody on the app and the guy gets robbed or even killed, because the girl set the
Mhm.
person up, or the girl get raped on the other hand because the guy had ill intentions. So you be mindful and you be safe always, you know. And I would definitely encourage that to meet the person in a public place with, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
people, and not to go beyond that until
Mhm.
you really know the person. And but that's easier said than done, you know, because a lot of times people like a more intimate setting to get to know people. So
Mhm.
just to be mindful would be great. Um, Try to vet the person as best as you can, and hey, this is the way the world is going. Like you gotta go with it, or I think it was Lloyd on a song said, "Get with it or get lost." Like that's just it.
Pretty much.
And I love it actually. You know what I'm saying? I love the progression. I love that things are more convenient. I love that I don't have to go outside. If I decide to go on a date or if I decide I want to date, I don't have to go outside of this house. I can go online and I maybe can find a person. I don't know. Like it's good to have options.
Mhm. I mean, not to be funny, but I'm just being honest because I think that's the reason why our channel is called Unadulterated. I'm just keeping it real.
Mhm.
This, if you think dating apps are all bad, let me just give you a clue real quick. The same the same creep that you say that's on the dating app is the same creep that's on aisle number 5 in Walmart.
Man, what are you talking about? The same creep that's on a dating app is the same creep you dated way back. So chill.
I mean,
Hey,
yeah,
and we could call them out. You know, the same people that you interact with on a daily basis. Like it could be your family members, your brothers, I mean, you know, your siblings or whoever, your friends. They on the dating apps, man. Cut it out.
the truth is gonna come out regardless. Like,
Because I've had people tell me they make a certain amount of money, or you know, or
yeah,
have a
exactly.
certain
That
job, and they present such an awesome picture, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, he really got his stuff together. But then down the line, it's like poor money management skills, the job you about don't have that job or that position, or you like hanging on by the skin of your teeth to even
exactly.
keep that type of job, and just so many things. So it's like not that you necessarily lied, but you neglected to tell the full truth. And so it's like, come on, that's burdensome to a person that does have their stuff together. And I think it's wrong to kind of come to a person. It's all good that we all working on ourselves and stuff, but it's wrong to kind of present this to a person and not give them the opportunity to choose if they want to go forward with you, if they want to engage. Give me the realness and give me the opportunity to say, yes, I accept that, and that's what I want. That's what I want for a relationship, or this is what I want in a person. Don't
Exactly.
give me this false picture, and then 3, 4, 5 months down the line, the bottom falls out, and it's like the person has feelings. You have feelings for that person, and now you know the truth, and it's like, man, what do you do? You wasted your time again, and it's like all that was unnecessary. Like,
Exactly. And to prove that I'm not just trying to go after the women, I mean, dudes do it too. Like if I put on my profile that I'm tall, dark, and handsome, but I'm really 5'6",
mm-hmm,
I'm not tall. So I
mm-hmm,
told a lie. So,
mm-hmm.
and the thing is, why would you even tell that? Because as soon as you go on your first date, I mean, you're gonna stand next to the dude and you're gonna be like, this guy is not tall.
Or like,
So
oh, you at once upon a time you may have been like this super fit guy, bodybuilder type, and then when you meet the person, they're like really skinny, and it's like you're not the same person. But you know, it's just a different time. Do the same person, just show us who you are. Like I promise, whoever's supposed to like you is gonna like you for who you are, and whoever's not, you don't want to deal with them anyway. And the sad part is like it's kind of insulting to me for somebody to tell me a lie, because it's like you think I'm that superficial.
mhm,
You feel you. I know you don't know me, but give me some credit. Like I'm not superficial. Like I can accept a person, whether you be a friend or somebody, anybody, people all day, people you just go and meet on the street because they're not comfortable with who they are, the accomplishments they have at this point. And so the deception's got to go in dating, and a part of
mhm.
that, a part of figuring out if somebody is, you know, Being deceptive is to vet the person. I'm gonna say that all day long. Period. Man or woman, vet the person.
Exactly. I mean, just tell them the truth. I
Yeah.
mean, the truth is always going to come out
Mm-hmm.
regardless.
Yep. And a key way, maybe if it's on a dating app, maybe you could ask the person to friend you on their social media sites, and if they're open and willing to do that, then 9 times out of 10 they don't have as much to hide, and you can kind of feel more open with getting to know that person. But sometimes people don't post all their life on social media, so with that said, you may not be getting the full story. It's just something.
But the biggest thing I would say is take your time.
Yeah.
If it takes you a year to find the person you want to meet, then it takes you a year. If it takes 2 years, then take 2 years. If it takes 3 years,
Is that like when you said something about, what did you say? You think you should marry your best friend?
oh yeah, I always tell that to everybody. Like, I know from my perspective, when I plan to get married again, because I'm divorced, I plan to marry my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is somebody that I got to know, and we cool. And I mean, not saying that we didn't date. Of course, we went on dates and stuff, and they got to know me as on many levels. They get to know my hobbies, they get to know my actions, they get to know how I move, because even, not to piggyback on another video, but one of the videos we did, we had my boy Louis Masonette. He known me since 7th grade. This boy probably can explain me to a T. I mean, I know it might not be to that same level as far as with the female, because I mean, he knew me since 7th grade. But the person that I'm going to marry is gonna kind of know me to that level too. You had the opportunity to see me in so many different settings. You see me in the church setting, you see me in my work setting, you see me how I interact with my son, you see me how I interact with my family, my mom, all this stuff. So you understand how I operate as a person. But I feel like too many times people now, they just going on based on, oh, I think you cute, arguing.
You mean like you're attracted to the person, but other than that, you don't have much in common, or there's friction there in that relationship. But this is a conversation that we're gonna just stop right there and wrap it up and continue it at a later date. Because this is an ongoing issue. These are ongoing issues, and then ongoing challenges as well that we're facing, especially with the virus and stuff going on. And they say it's supposed to come a little stronger in the fall time. So it's definitely something to talk about and continue. And so we appreciate everybody who's watched, and we hope that you will engage in conversation with us and comment and let us know what you think about dating in 2020, or what do you miss from dating, years back as opposed to now. Just let us know. Feel free to send us an email at unadulteratedU@gmail.com. And thanks again for viewing. And if you watched this far, like Teddy always says, we appreciate you because you watched the whole video. So he's so funny.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time on Unadulterated. Our